Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are really wading into the world of AI.
Oh, yeah.
And trust me, the water's getting pretty deep here.
Deep waters.
We've got a whole pile of articles and reports, even some pretty heated discussions we found from social media.
Oh, wow.
Seems everyone's talking about AI these days, and
Right.
not just as the future, but as something that's already changing our lives.
Yeah, it's incredible how quickly AI has gone from like science fiction to everyday reality.
Yeah.
And, we're not just talking about robots taking over the world, though,
Right.
it's definitely a topic for another day.
Yeah.
But really, AI is already influencing how we work, how we communicate, even how we make decisions,
Uh-huh.
often without us even realizing it.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit.
Mm.
What are some specific examples of AI that we might encounter in our daily lives?
Well, think about the apps you use on your phone, like take Google Calendar, for example.
Okay.
Google recently introduced Gemini, their new AI system, and it's being integrated into Calendar to help you schedule meetings, manage your to-do list, and even prioritize tasks based on your preferences.
So AI is like a personal assistant that lives inside my phone.
That's a good way to put it.
That's pretty cool. But is this just a Google thing, or are other companies doing this too?
No, it's definitely a trend across the tech industry.
Okay.
Microsoft is also embedding AI into many of their products like Word and Excel.
Oh, wow.
And these AI features aren't always front and center. A lot of times they're working behind the scenes to make things easier and more efficient for us.
That makes sense. But what about the bigger picture? Where is all of this leading? Are we talking about a future where AI is making all the decisions for us?
Well, that's a question that a lot of people are grappling with.
Yeah.
One development that's particularly interesting is the rise of AI agents like Manus.
Okay.
Manus claims to be fully autonomous, meaning it can handle complex tasks without any human intervention.
Wait, fully autonomous. So we're talking about AI that can basically think for itself. That's both exciting and a little bit terrifying, to be honest.
It's definitely a significant development,
Yeah.
and it raises important questions about the future of work and the role of humans in an increasingly automated world.
Mm-hmm.
And, remember DeepSeek, the Chinese AI that shocked everyone by beating the world champion at Go a few years ago?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Manus is being seen as a similar wake-up call.
Okay.
Some experts believe it signifies a potential shift in the global AI landscape,
Wow.
with China possibly pulling ahead in the race for AI dominance.
So we've got AI integrated into our everyday apps, and we've got these autonomous agents on the horizon. What does this mean for people's jobs? Are we all going to be replaced by robots?
The impact of AI on the job market is a complex issue,
Right.
and there are no easy answers. It's true that AI has the potential to automate certain tasks,
Mm-hmm.
which could lead to some job displacement. However, it's important to remember that AI is a tool,
Okay.
and how it's used will ultimately depend on human decisions.
Okay, so it's not just a simple case of robots taking over, but there are definitely going to be changes, right?
Absolutely. We're already seeing those changes in certain industries. For example, in software development, there's this trend called vibe coding,
Vibe coding.
where AI assists with code generation.
Wow.
So imagine having an AI partner who can understand your intentions and translate them into functional code.
That's wild.
It's not about replacing developers, but rather about augmenting their skills and making them more efficient.
So AI is like a super-powered coding buddy. That sounds pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah.
But what about people in other professions? Are there any jobs that are completely safe from the AI revolution?
It's difficult to say for sure which jobs will be most affected by AI.
Oh, okay.
What we can say is that jobs that involve repetitive tasks or data analysis are more likely to be automated.
Uh-huh.
However, AI also creates opportunities for new jobs
Okay.
in areas like AI development management and ethics.
So it's not all doom and gloom. This AI revolution could actually lead to more jobs than it eliminates.
That's certainly a possibility. The key is to be adaptable and to focus on developing skills that are complementary to AI.
Okay.
We need to be thinking about how we can work with AI, not against it.
That's a really good point. It seems like one of the biggest challenges is going to be figuring out how to manage this transition and ensure that everyone benefits from the AI revolution.
Exactly. It's not just about the technology. It's about the people. We need to be thinking about the ethical implications of AI, how we can use it responsibly, and how we can create a future where everyone has the opportunity to thrive in this new AI-powered world.
Okay, I think we've covered a lot of ground in this first segment. We've talked about AI in our everyday lives, the potential for autonomous AI agents, and the impact of AI on the job market. What are some of the other key takeaways from the sources you've been looking at?
Well, one theme that emerges is the sheer pervasiveness of AI.
Okay.
It's not just in our phones and computers, it's being integrated into everything from cars to healthcare to education.
Wow.
And this raises a lot of important questions about how we ensure that AI is used for good and that it benefits all of society, not just a select few.
That's a crucial point.
Hmm.
AI has the potential to be incredibly beneficial, but it also has the potential to be misused in the next part of our deep dive. We'll delve into some of the ethical concerns surrounding AI and explore how we can navigate this complex landscape responsibly. But for now, we'll take a short break and be back soon to continue our exploration.
Sounds good.
We're back, and before the break, we were talking about AI's potential impact on jobs and the need to be adaptable.
Right.
But there's another side to this coin that I'm really curious about.
Hmm.
The creative side. I mean, AI isn't just about crunching numbers and automating tasks, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
One of the things that's really fascinating about AI is its ability to push the boundaries of creativity.
Yeah.
We're seeing this in all sorts of ways, from AI-generated music and art to AI tools that are helping filmmakers create stunning visual effects.
Yeah, I saw this incredible YouTube video about an AI tool called Runway Restyle.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, it lets filmmakers manipulate the style of a video, making it look like a painting or a comic book. The possibilities seem endless.
It's really amazing to see how AI is democratizing creativity.
Yeah.
These tools are becoming increasingly accessible, which means that anyone with an internet connection can experiment with them and express themselves in new and innovative ways.
Right.
It's like having a whole studio of artists and technicians at your fingertips.
That's so cool. I can definitely see how AI could be a game changer for artists and creators, but let's be real, not all the news about AI is positive.
Yeah.
I've also seen articles highlighting some pretty serious concerns, especially about the potential for misuse, particularly by governments.
That's an important point to raise. AI is a powerful tool, and like any powerful tool, it can be used for both good and bad purposes.
Right.
We need to be mindful of the potential risks and work to ensure that AI is developed and used responsibly.
One area that seems particularly concerning is the use of government data to train AI models. There was some controversy surrounding Elon Musk's DOGE project and its use of government data. Some people were praising it as a way to make government more efficient, while others were worried about privacy violations and the potential for abuse.
Yeah, the use of government data in AI development is a complex issue with valid arguments on both sides. On the one hand, it has the potential to lead to breakthroughs in areas like healthcare, transportation, and environmental protection. But on the other hand, there are legitimate concerns about privacy, transparency, and the potential for bias.
Right. I read a really disturbing article about how a Russian fake news network was flooding Western AI chatbots with propaganda. It's unsettling to think that these systems could be manipulated to spread misinformation and influence public opinion.
That's a very real concern, and it highlights the importance of developing AI systems that are robust, secure, and resistant to manipulation. We need to be thinking about how to protect these systems from malicious actors and how to ensure that they're used for good, not for harm.
It seems like there's a lot to consider when it comes to the ethical implications of AI, but honestly, it feels a bit overwhelming. Where do we even start?
I understand that it can feel daunting, but remember, every journey begins with a single step. There are practical things we can do to promote responsible AI development. One example is the concept of prompt decorators,
Prompt decorator.
a structured way of giving instructions to AI models to ensure clarity and reduce the risk of misinterpretations.
So it's about being really specific and intentional with how we interact with these systems.
Exactly. It's like writing a clear and concise set of instructions for a computer program. The more specific and unambiguous we are, the better the AI will be able to understand our intentions and produce the desired results.
Okay, that makes sense. Focusing on concrete steps like that feels a lot more manageable than trying to solve every ethical dilemma at once. But what about people who are excited about AI but don't have a PhD in computer science? Are there ways for non-experts to get involved in this field?
Absolutely. One of the most exciting developments in AI is the rise of no-code platforms. These platforms allow you to build and deploy AI models without writing a single line of code. It's like having a visual drag-and-drop interface for building AI applications.
So you don't need to be a coding wizard to dive into the world of AI. That's fantastic.
Not at all. There are so many resources available online, from free courses to open source tools that can help anyone get started with AI, regardless of their technical background. It's really about empowering everyone to explore the potential of this technology and to use it to create amazing things.
It sounds like there's a real push to democratize AI and make it accessible to everyone, which is really exciting. But with all these new tools and platforms popping up, it's hard to know where to focus. What are some areas of AI that you find particularly interesting or promising?
One area that I'm really excited about is the development of multi-agent systems.
Multi-agent systems.
These systems involve multiple AI agents working together to solve complex problems. Imagine a team of AI specialists, each with their own expertise, collaborating on a project. It's a powerful concept with huge potential in fields like robotics, logistics, and even scientific research.
Multi-agent AI, it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but how would that work in a real-world setting?
Imagine a scenario where you have a team of AI agents managing a complex supply chain.
Okay.
One agent might be responsible for forecasting demand, another for optimizing transportation routes, and yet another for handling customer interactions by working together seamlessly. They could create a more efficient and resilient system that adapts to changing conditions in real time.
That's a great example. It's incredible to see how AI is evolving beyond single-task applications to tackle more complex and interconnected challenges. But with all this talk about multi-agent systems and super-intelligent AI, it's easy to lose sight of the individual. How can we use AI to improve our own lives on a personal level?
One area that I find incredibly promising is the use of AI for personal productivity and well-being. Think about AI-powered tools that can help you manage your time more effectively, learn new skills faster, or even improve your mental health. It's about using AI to empower ourselves to become more efficient, more creative, and ultimately more fulfilled.
Okay. That's something I can definitely get behind. It's easy to get caught up in the hype surrounding AI, but at the end of the day, it's about how we can use this technology to make our lives better. And speaking of making things better, I think we've covered a lot of ground in this segment. Perhaps it's time to shift our focus to the human element of AI and explore how people are interacting with and reacting to this transformative technology. It's fascinating to think about all the ways AI is changing the world around us, but as we've been discussing, it's not just about the technology itself.
Right.
It's also about the human element, how people are adapting to these changes and what it all means for our future.
Yeah, it's essential to remember that AI is ultimately a tool
Oh,
created by humans, for humans. Understanding how people are interacting with and reacting to this technology is just as important as understanding the algorithms themselves.
absolutely. I mean, we've talked about the potential for AI to create new jobs and enhance creativity,
Right.
but there are also concerns about job displacement and the potential for misuse. How are people navigating these complexities? Are they embracing AI with open arms, or are they approaching it with caution?
It's a mixed bag, really.
Yeah.
Some people are excited about the possibilities AI offers,
Yeah.
seeing it as a way to enhance their skills, improve their productivity, and create new opportunities.
Hmm.
Others are understandably apprehensive about the potential for job losses and the rapid pace of technological change.
Hmm.
It's a lot for anyone to process.
One article that really resonated with me was about how some freelancers are struggling to compete with AI. It seems like certain tasks like writing or graphic design are becoming increasingly automated, which is making it harder for some people to make a living.
It's a valid concern, and it highlights the importance of adaptability and continuous learning. We need to be thinking about how we can help people develop skills that are complementary to AI,
Okay.
skills that leverage human creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence. These are areas where humans still have a significant advantage over machines.
It's interesting to consider how AI might change the way we work and learn in the future. Do you think AI tutors or mentors could become commonplace?
It's certainly a possibility. Imagine having access to a personalized AI tutor that can adapt to your learning style,
Oh, wow.
identify your strengths and weaknesses, and provide tailored feedback. AI could also play a role in helping people identify new career paths and develop the skills they need to succeed in those
That's
fields.
a really intriguing idea. It seems like AI could have a profound impact on education and professional development, but shifting gears a bit.
Sure.
One article I came across talked about a church in Finland that used AI to create a service.
Yeah.
They actually used AI to generate different characters for a play about good versus evil, including Jesus and Satan.
That's a really creative application of AI.
Yeah.
It speaks to how AI is pushing the boundaries of what we consider possible, not just in technology, but also in art culture and even religion. It's challenging our assumptions about the role of technology in our lives and inspiring us to think outside the box.
Speaking of thinking outside the box, another article emphasized the need to move beyond the hype surrounding AI and focus on practical applications. They introduced the concept of minimum viable agents, the idea of starting small and building AI solutions iteratively.
That's a really valuable perspective. It's easy to get caught up in the grand visions of AI, but sometimes the most impactful solutions are the ones that address everyday needs in a simple and effective way. It's like the saying, think big but start small.
Exactly. We don't need to create some super intelligence right out of the gate. We can start by solving specific problems and build from there. But as we develop more sophisticated AI systems, especially those that have access to sensitive data, we need to be extra vigilant about security.
Absolutely. AI security is paramount. We need to be thinking about how to protect these systems from malicious actors, how to prevent bias, and how to ensure that they're used ethically and responsibly. It's an ongoing challenge that requires constant attention and vigilance.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI, what's the key message you want our listeners to take away?
I think the most important thing to remember is that AI is not some distant future technology. It's here, it's rapidly evolving, and it's already shaping our world in profound ways. The key is to approach it with a sense of curiosity, a healthy dose of skepticism, and a commitment to shaping its development in a way that benefits all of humanity. Stay informed, ask questions, and engage in the conversation. The future of AI is being written right now, and we all have a role to play.
That's a fantastic note to end on. This has been an incredible journey exploring the multifaceted world of AI, from the practical implications to the philosophical questions it raises. We've covered a lot of ground, but as always, the learning never stops. So keep diving deep, stay curious, and we'll catch you on the next episode of The Deep Dive.